Hello! I'm going to try something a little bit different. So you're going to see, as long as this works the way I want it to, two different angles. As long as I can get this to do this right. So today's video, we're going to be canning up some Tuscan style soup. I made it once on a whim and I was just like, really, really good. So we're going to can it up. Okay? Okay. Now, in my stock pot, I'm going to add I've got some carrots. I don't even know where it's shooting the film. I'll have to figure that out. We've got some leeks and some celery. If you can eat onion, use onion. So into the pot it goes, because I want to sweat this down a little bit before I add the chopped up kale, which I have here to the side, just fresh out of the garden, washed, chopped, ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you guys back in just a minute. After I have this all softened up, we're gonna add the kale and then the chicken and yada yada. Okay, right back. Okay, so we have all these vegetables softened up. Oh, I forgot to turn the other camera on. Okay, so we have all these vegetables softened up and the steam is just messing with the focus on there. So we're going to add the kale. It seems like a lot of kale, I know, but it will cook down, I promise. This is going to cook down. The focus on my camera is just driving me insane. I don't know what its problem is. But it just needs to get over it. Okay, I'm gonna add 1 quart of chicken stock to this to start. Just to help cook all this stuff down. See, there we go, now that the steam's gone, it's sorted itself out. So you know what, I'm going to add the mushroom stock. Now, you don't need to add this. I just like the way mushroom stock tastes. Gonna add a vegetable stock. I'm going to finish cutting up my chicken. I'm going to finish cutting up the chicken and we'll be right back. Okay, so I did add the other jar of chicken stock, as you can see. So we have a total of 2 liters of chicken stock in here, a pint of mushroom stock, and a pint of vegetable stock in here. And then we've got like a very large amount of kale, which you can see has cooked down a lot. Now what I'm going to do is add, I don't know what, anyway, I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes. Sorry, the word was not coming to mind. These are sun-dried tomatoes in the oil. You can get the ones that aren't in the oil. I'm going to put that in. I just love the flavor that these give in soup. Once I was able to finally find them and add them into soups, ooh, made a big difference. Okay, so we're going to let this cook, get merry, get heated up, and then we're going to give it a taste because we don't want to taste it with raw chicken in there. Okay, so we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so everything is now heated up. We're just going to give it a taste. Now, I am aware I'm most likely going to have to add salt to this. Probably some pepper. I'm thinking that's probably it. But We'll see. Definite salt. So, for the amount that I have here, we're going to add about a tablespoon of salt. And I have pepper. I finally remembered to get some ground pepper. Actually, not remembered, I finally found it. Let me rephrase. Because I normally get the bag of black pepper. Okay. And we're just going to sprinkle some in. Yay much. Give that a stir. Get a clean spoon and give that another taste. Yeah, salt's there. Pepper's there now. Okay. But I want a little bit of parsley. About a tablespoon. And I would like some rosemary. But I don't want as much of this. I want about that much, about half a tablespoon. We're going to let that heat up now and let the herbs infuse in there, and then we'll come back and give it a taste again. Oh, excuse me. Okay, it has been sitting doing its thing for a little bit. We're gonna give it another taste. I'm thinking this is where I want it. It smells like, Yes. There it is. That's exactly where I want it. Okay, so with saying that, we're now going to add the chicken. I have just under 1 kilo of chicken here. For those who want it in poundage, 1 kilo is 1.2 pounds, if my thing is right. Okay, so we're just going to add this into the pot without making a mess. Okay. Now we're gonna let this cook up for a while. Just so that way the meat's all cooked. Well, not fully cooked, but you know, cooked. And then we're gonna can it. Because at this point, I'm not gonna be tasting it anymore. It's where I want it. The meat flavor will just add some extra to it. And I am using boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Because I think the chicken thighs will work out better in the long run for flavor and holding up better in the canning process. Okay, so we will be back when we're putting this into jars. Okay, so we're back. Got the canning stations all set up. I know you can't see into the pot here, but it does look very, very good. Okay, you're gonna see that in a second. So we're gonna do, put this in the best we can anyway. 2, 1-inch headspace. Just two. Yeah, nope, that's hot. I'm only gonna do 1 jar. It's hot. So we want to debubble the jar. Wipe the rim. Hot. Okay. Put a lid on it. Put a ring on it. And then it's going to go into the canner. Now, because this is a pint jar, it's going to go into the canner for 75 minutes because it has meat in it. Okay, so I'm going to finish filling all the jars. We're back. Okay, gotta turn that other camera on. Okay, so we've got 8 pints of soup in the canner. We're going to close it up. Get the lid on it, lock it up, let it vent for 10 minutes, let it vent for 10 minutes, put the weight on, and let it go for 75 minutes because there is meat in here. Okay, so we're back. Okay, I know I said 8, I don't know why I did. There's 10. There's 10 pints here, and they're all canned up beautifully. And I forgot to add vinegar. Oops, sorry. Forgot to add vinegar. Can you see that? I'll have to get that cleaned up when we're done. Everybody has sealed. But everyone has sealed because I think I processed it at 15 pounds instead of 10 pounds. Because, do you see I have like no water left in there? Yeah, my bad. My bad. I'm still learning the weight here, but better to over process than under process. Okay, just give me 1 second. And it's blurry again as soon as there we go. Okay, so please bear with me as I'm learning how to do 2 angles. I'm noticing that my footage isn't quite lining up exactly the way I want it to. It's a learning curve. It's going to take me a little bit to learn it, so please bear with me while I'm learning this. So if you guys liked the video, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I'll talk to everybody again really soon. Bye.